Vigilante Williamson here on the 21st episode of VW Casual. The show that is, at least for now, but hopefully not forever, informally replaced the Vigilante Williamson show, which if you added it up, you close to 80 episodes. So really cool, really cool. I went a little early at the behest of my man Code Era. So yeah, he said surprise early. I couldn't go as early as I would like. Just checking to make sure I actually tweeted and did everything. I actually delayed it a little, so it's not really early. But that's neither here nor there. I appreciate that anyone showed up or has shown up. Let's see who's here. Obviously, Code Era gave me a woo. Shout out to Ric Flair. Wasn't as early as we would like. Punk Waddle's here, surprising me. Saying hi to me and Code Era. Hell, Parrot Head. Hell, Mr. Dragon. Think you're newer. Yeah, it's another episode. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Quite a bit to talk about. Quite a bit to talk about. I had my first day at yet another job. So, and that was interesting, as in not much really happened. Had a lot of technical issues, but that's neither here nor there. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better. We will see. We will see. We want to talk a little bit about Shang-Chi. Looks like our friend and yours, Simu Liu, had a bit to say about some other friends of ours, or at least a tweet about that. So that was interesting. And as you guys know, this is the one channel that simped for Simu. I mean, that was tongue in cheek, but I did that stream like last week, I think it was, maybe the week before, the simp for Simu stream. I felt that he was getting a little more heat than he probably deserved because of a slow news cycle. Because yeah, he's a whiny fella. He's a sensitive chap, but he wasn't really, and he still kind of isn't attacking fans. Like, he's not worse than that thought playing Faye. You know what I mean? Being all sarcastic to fans. All he did is call out that beanie head motherfucker Bob Chapek, which, given everything that Disney has done over the course of, I don't know, past few years, they basically created the context for people to take and call people racists for no reason. They, in fact, funded a hit, so to speak, if you will, with the rewriting Ripley crew. So when the table gets turned around on you, man,
get what you fucking deserve.
So yeah, I had no problem with being here about Chapek getting shit, even if Simu was being whiny. He was being whiny, but I get, why? Even though I'm probably gonna talk a lot of shit about him, to be honest, I still comprehend his energy. I'm the type of person, like, I judge you off of what you do, but I also account for what would I do if I were in your shoes, right? Would I behave differently or similarly? Similarly. There we go. I know how to speak this English shit. Shamulu. That's what I'm looking like. I'm pretty big. We know Shamulu. I mean, hey, I get why everyone wants to make fun of him. He's a whiny motherfucker. And we'll talk about whiny motherfuckers getting what they fucking deserve, so to speak, a little later with another story. But as far as Simu Liu, I get having a chip on your shoulder. And it is clear to me that man has a chip on his shoulder. I talked a little bit about it, I referenced it. But basically, Simu Liu, I wonder if Bounty has something on. I didn't even check Bounty because I don't think we need to use Bounty today. I think we can be Bounty free. But if they have something on it, I'll use it just for a background. Okay. Looks like they got something. I just want to tweet. All the other stuff is less relevant. Okay, it's an Instagram. Okay, I got it. So it wasn't a tweet. He's a little more sophisticated. He used Instagram instead. Because Twitter is a dumpster fire, man. I'm sorry. I don't get the Twitter. I mean, obviously, a lot of you guys probably saw this link on Twitter. And hello there, Noble Eyebrow. You may have seen this link on Minds. I know you're a Minds guy, and I appreciate you being here. So, this is maybe a little bit up your alley because a lot of people you're not fond. I don't know what you think about clownfish. You a clownfish guy, Noble Eyebrow? What's your thoughts on that? I'm pretty positive on clownfish myself. Quartering, I like Critical Drinker a bit. I do like my Critical Drinker. But anyways, world class bullshit. A lot of these people are cool. Who is this? Oh, it's Ryan Canal. So Simu Liu on his Insta scam, feeling himself a little bit. Only God knows how much money this movie made because with Disney, they've been cooking the books for a long time. They've been cooking the books longer than this motherfucker's been alive. Okay, because Disney is known for cooking those books. But allegedly, this is not legal advice. This is not legal. This is a just joke. Whatever legalese I need to do to not get sued. But yeah, this is as reported, made 80 some odd million. Help my channel is under attack. Swoons. But yeah, like this is Simu Liu's response is LOL. And it's kind of a funny thing to see. He's a sensitive chap. He's a guy. And actually Gary had a video about it today. We'll talk about it because I have maybe could be a hot take about this in there, but I want to unpack everything. I want to give as much context to this story as possible. But yeah, he's a guy. I knew this, and actually I think that article was in the video too. I realized when we were covering the Culture Crime Fighters, it had to be sometime in May. He had a video, or we were covering an article talking about this Simu Liu in his former show he was on in Canada called Kim's Convenience. And I could tell he was a guy who had been bullied on some level. Rather it was as a kid in Canada. I know how you Canadians can get. I'm part of Michigan. We released our annex. We used to call it North Michigan. But no, either as a kid or more likely in Hollywood or Canadawood. I don't know what Canada wood. I'm not sure what it's called. It's not like Bollywood where it has his own name. But yeah, going through the acting complex. Hell, they made Matt a table. He's white. What the hell do you think Simu Liu had to do to get here? What do you think he had to do to get here? He has a chip on his shoulder. I'm not saying forgive him, but I as a guy who can be a bit sensitive at times, who can have a chip on my shoulder at times, I comprehend how a guy could be this sensitive. Holy shit. Ogre Squasher 101, 101.71. This is insane. This is insane. Holy, did you have anything? Nothing to say. Just silent. Silent but effective. Thank you, brother. Thank you for keeping the Vigilante Cave, the lights on. Thank you. Like, I sincerely thank you. I can't thank you enough. Bro. I saw that, but no, I asked him about that. But man, thank you. What are your thoughts on the Simu Liu thing? I'm not sure if you heard about it. Must have his plane fixed. Well, I mean, he's gonna get paid regardless. He is the private jet. But thank you, man. Thank you. I don't care what Ascension Dildo says about laundering money. It means a lot to me, man. And if there's anything you ever need from me, man, let me know. I appreciate that, bro. So he does watch Clownfish. Pretty cool. But he's 4 days late. Can't catch up. Yeah, they have a high volume. Yeah, this is we read it earlier. And Punkwater's a Clownfish guy too. I like Clownfish. Yeah, we have a hot take coming. I'll get to it. Go Macau. Hell, go Macau. Saw you a little bit in what was the BBC stream? Mr. Dragon said it's so stupid he would respond like that, and blue check marks can't help but respond harsh sipping latte on social media bullying because they can't have critique, can't stand critique. Being bullied helps you get you think skin though. She moves acting like a bitch. Sometimes it doesn't though. Sometimes those people stay thin skin, and it ain't just thin skin. In this man's head, and here's one thing I need to say to anybody, because every now and again, some of the big channels either lurk or watch these replays. Think about the fact that you know who I am and I have like 600 subs. If you're a big channel who happens to come across this, think about the fact you guys know who Ryan Moody is. I referenced him because he does like a bunch of negative stuff on Madden, and I said, hey, I like Ryan Moody a lot, but I don't want to be somebody who's constantly feeding into something and expecting it to change like he's done with Madden, even though he's got a successful channel. EA knows who he is. He has 92,000 subs. All these channels, and let me get back to the screen. All these channels, you are the mainstream now. You've changed things forever. And there's no going back to the way things were. When he comes at you guys, you should take it as a sign of respect. When they have to send fucking Zack Snyder, a Hollywood director, just to bust a nut in your face, over a charity that was for his daughter, and Code Aaron knows Wes Moody. You know, Ryan Moody's he's a Madden content creator, and he criticizes the game, shows the glitches, and shows everything that's wrong with it. Shout out to Wes Moody. Wes Moody's the man. Wes Moody's the man. But yeah, you guys are big. Hey, nobody was mentioning Crowder. You have the guy from Steven Crowder on your show that does 9,000 subs. That's not only 9,000 a week now, around that amount. Now, Friday Night Tights. You guys had a thing in Vegas. You guys had the number one song on a major platform, the same one of the biggest weeks in music in a long time when fucking Kanye West and Drake are releasing albums. You're not little guys anymore. You're big fish. So take this as a sign of respect. And as a result, as much as like, hey, I know Noble Iro is not his cup of tea as far as Gary, Neurotic. But to quote the aforementioned Kanye West, I ride with Gary like a Harley. I like Gary. He's the older Caucasian uncle I don't have. I appreciate him. I appreciate him a ton. He's the man. But you guys have now gotten too big to say, why is he coming at our YouTubers? You guys are the actual critics. It's you now. If somebody in Hollywood really wants to know how something is perceived, they're going to go through you guys. Fucking Kevin Smith knew who Clownfish was. You know what I mean? If they need to know how do people really think, they can't use Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic anymore. They can't believe all the critics and shills. They can't use the Hollywood Reporter or Variety, all these. Hollywood Reporter is a fucking Warner magazine or whatever the hell that company is called right now. So you guys have made it. For better, for worse. I know, Gary likes to humble things out, and I get it. I get that too. But no, you guys, when he in Simu Lu's head, and like I said, more than likely he had been bullied in Hollywood or Canadian Wood or both. Like I said, if they made Matt a table, who knows what they did to him? And you know how wokies get, they got that passive aggressive racism. So in his head, he's been fighting and fighting. He probably was told he can never be a movie star. And so this is his moment to talk shit in his head. Now, are these numbers real? I don't fucking know. I have no idea how much money this movie actually made. It apparently made $90 million over the Labor Day weekend. That's a lot of money. Or $80 million. What? Oh no, that was Black Widow. $90 million over the Labor Day weekend domestically, and I think over like 150 overall. Are those numbers to be believed with Disney? The same Disney that fired that CFA for finding out that certain numbers were getting counted twice? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And Noble is ranking Jeremy's his Jeremy tier list. He's more of a quartering guy than Jeremy Q Quimbley is Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to say. Like I said, I ride with Nerd Ride like Harley. He's been pretty cool to me. He's been pretty good to me. But I would say, hey, you can't say that we're just little YouTubers. No, I'm a little YouTuber. But fuck, your channel is so big that somebody who like me can get 600 plus subs just for being a fan of you. Someone like me can have a guy like Ogre Squasher who's been slinging out $100 super chats because of the greater thing that you guys have created. So take that as a pat of respect. And this ain't gonna be the first. This isn't the first. This isn't the first, and it's not gonna be the last time people come at you. Like I said, in Simu's head, this is him. This is like in his head, he's an athlete that proved the critic, like a sports media critic, wrong. Again, are these numbers to be believed? I have no idea. Is he a bitch? Simu, I don't want to call him a bitch. That's too. I don't want to do it because I understand his energy. I don't necessarily agree with what he says. Is he whiny? Is he a bitch? Is he sensitive? Yeah, I'm glad that has this article. This was the most sensitive thing. But no, this wasn't. I mean, this is just, he's a sensitive motherfucker. I mean, and if you call him, that I understand. I don't want to go quite that far because I get Simu lose energy. That's why we had to simp for Simu stream. I mean, I was tongue in cheek on some level, but on some level, it's like, hey, this guy clearly was bullied somewhere, whether it was school or in Hollywood. Probably told he couldn't be an actor. Fuck, if I remember correctly, the Chinese government said he was too ugly. I'm not joking when I say that. I think that was amongst the list of reasons they were talking about. Obviously they thought the Fu Manchu connection was racist. But they said he wasn't quite photogenic enough for their specific standards. And dude clearly has those revenge abs. He was in shape. And to be fair to the movie, I said it's extremely mediocre, but I gave it a D-. That's passing. The first third of it is pretty good. I was the beginning, and spoilers for the movie, spoilers for Shang-Chi. The beginning up until the point where the Tim Rings kind of catched him, it has some really impressive scenes visually. And it's moving. But I mean, all the interesting plot points that exist just get killed that last 2/3. And Tony Leung, who's the villain / dad, he does everything in his power and in his spirit to try to save this movie. He does everything he can to try to save. He does a good job. He does everything he can to try to save this movie. It just doesn't work. But hey, maybe it made 90 million. I say, hey, it probably made like 50. At least I can guarantee at least 50 in his head. He's shutting up all the haters. And yes, you guys are big enough for him to care. When you have the number one song on Amazon same week Kanye West and Drake drop, you're big enough for him to care. When you guys have that what you guys did in Vegas with Zack Snyder, think about that Zack Snyder thing again. They could have just told him no, don't show up. No, they wanted him to go to Geeks and Gamers and talk shit about them and shit on their fans. That's why he felt bad. They had to want him to do that because they could have told him no. So people care about this thing. Like I said, Ryan Moody has less subs than all these channels, I believe, except maybe Ryan Cannell, because he's at 90,000. And EA, one of the biggest video game companies for Madden, one of the biggest video game franchises, they know exactly who he is. And so, and he, as much pull as he has, does not have the pull that this community, this movement, this fellowship, this group of guys and gals, not the same sway that they have. He doesn't have that. So let's see what you guys are saying. I've been rambling quite a bit. You guys kind of get my point. Ogre may have his plane fixed. I know he was talking about the Falcon. I hope it's in a good case. No, I will say Crowder's back alive and kicking. I know he's had some issues. Shout out to Steven Crowder. I'm not, the biggest fan, but he was born a couple months before me and a few miles away from me. So I got respect for him. Just hang out with good people, smart on our part. There you go. And Cold Air knows West Moody. Hell, guys, in there. Says exactly to Gomer. Hopping around with the same people. Cool. Good to see fellowship. Huh. Hey, Vigil and fellow Vigilanteers. How do you guys like Vigilanteer? I never thought about that. But hey, Ogre Squash, again, thank you. I couldn't thank you enough for not just this super chat, but all the super chats. Who was streaming about Gary, Az, and Ryan? I don't even know who the retards are. And yeah, like I said, 5,500 in the BBC. You guys you ain't Kansas anymore. You those boys. You're the guys. You're the mainstream. You can't use we're just some YouTubers. Listen, when you guys started, that was an excuse, but just some YouTubers are now fighting fucking Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? We're in a different world. You guys are our mainstream critique, like actual critique. So yeah. Gomer smart me up to who the retards were. I don't know who, I don't know who nobody is. Don't know who nobody is. So let's see what else you guys had to say while I was rambling. Uh, the trolls are hacks who are nothing but ankle biters. Don't want to bite ankles. That's pretty gross. Shout out to Jeff. Was it Jeff Van Gundy or Stan Van Gundy? I think it was Jeff, the one that was biting people ankles in the NBA. Shinmu Poo should have been puffing the Magic Dragon instead of riding one. You know what? 24/7 Fusion Media, or 24/7 of 24/7 Fusion Media. Got to get it right. We were doing the Primetime Kings as every Monday, and actually that day may change, but we'll talk about that a later date. Anyways, he asked the question. Maybe to my chat, somebody in his chat knows. Is that respectful to be riding that dragon? Is that something that China might feel disrespected by? Because Disney surely disrespected China in a lot of ways in this movie. Fucking, I mean, goodness, like they don't play. Other cultures don't play you're just going to emasculate the man for the woman. They don't play that shit over there, and they could not stop. Needs more chill. Yeah, he needs more chill. Isn't the smoke legal in Canada? He's a Canadian guy. He needs to chill out, man. I don't think he has a bad heart. I think he's a bullied kid who's feel like this is his time to shine. This is his time to shut up all the haters who've been plotting on his downfall, so to speak. And hell, even I, like my for Simu stream, thought that people were being a bit harsh on him because he didn't attack the fans. He attacked some peanut head motherfucker. Said a bunch of crazy. It was some woke shit. It was some bunch of crazy woke shit. A bunch of sensitive woke shit. But it wasn't like he didn't come at me. He didn't say you guys are bad and even this. He's coming at the biggest critics in the game. In his head, he's happy to overcome you guys. You're like the 89 Pistons to him. But he ain't Jordan. Yeah, but he needs to start. I mean, it's legal up there in Canada. He needs to relax. Simu needs to relax. I was taking a Joe Biden and back to the Kamala, but hell, Decepticon King. I can see why they're going after big YouTubers. I don't see them going after Ripper, Culture, Midnight Said. Just strange but not surprising. I don't know if I love Culture. Like I said, I ride with him like a Harley. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I can't say they don't know about him because he does have some videos, especially on ratings that are big enough, and he's on Midnight Edge on a regular enough basis, so they probably know his name too. But I don't know that they would go here. And did they have the flop thumbnails? That was what he was looking for. He was looking for videos that had a lot of views, that had flop and things that were disparaging about him or his movie. He clearly cares about this movie, man. This is his chance to be a movie star. This is the kid that was on some show. And even with that show, yeah, he talked about a bunch of woke shit with that. Said something like, there was no creators of color. But his real issue is that the show ended early. And his thought was, damn, y'all didn't even try to get somebody. Y'all could have maybe hired a few people that look like me. This was his thinking. Is he woke? Is he woke and whiny? Yeah. But I at least want to provide some context in what his shoes look like. Because I get having a chip on your shoulder. Even if this is, I don't agree with him. I get it. Death by Saber gave me a bruh. I'm not sure at what, because I say a lot of bruh things. And that was my hot take, by the way. I already got through it. Right time to talk about the successes after 2 to 3 weeks. Absolutely. This reaction is absolutely premature, like The Last of Us 2. Noble Iro, because we don't know until next week whether this movie is successful, because Black Widow made a lot of money at first. And let me tell you, there was a shit ton of CG in this movie. So it costs. It costs. Why is there better shows on YouTube than any fucking channels I pay for? Good question, man. I'm feeling the same way. Oh, man. And yes, he's too ugly. for China, and I'm not gonna put the word. Even though when you say the teeth thing, man, Aquafina is. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm a mammoth. I'm not no one to judge. She's not an appealing looking woman. Like I said in the stream over the weekend, couldn't tell you which one. I think it was late Saturday night, but you can check on this channel if you haven't been unsubbed. I said I would take Michelle Yao at her current age over Aquafina, who's like my age. She's just got an unappealing energy. Oh boy, and it's not as attractive. Michelle Yao got that, because she looked younger than she is. She looked 48, like, but a cute 48. When you're in your mid-30s, the cute 48 is good. Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely come and rip her all the time. But I was just referring to the Shang-Chi thing. Yeah, there's always these racist motherfuckers, the Brianna Wu. When you're a black guy, you should think this way. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. China has banned girly men. Simu Liu isn't wanted by China, no. Yeah, he was getting kicked in the nuts. He was getting fucked up in this movie by women. Women were just, he would fuck up a bunch of guys and then a woman come along, fuck him up. Even the opening scene, which is actually my favorite scene in the movie. My favorite scene in the movie. And you can call me sappy or whatever. The movie opens with Tony Leung's character. He's not the Mandarin, but he's the Mandarin. He says it's like one of the names, whatever. He's like this ancient man for whatever, who's been around for centuries. And he's looking for this lost city, and he finds this beautiful woman there, basically guarding the gate. And they have this like crouching tiger hidden marble fight. It's fucking gorgeous. I love that scene. I really do. But even in that scene, the woman wins. But it's cool, and it's cute cat and mouse as they start to fall for each other, and it shows that thing. I like the first third of this movie. I cannot lie. First third, they had something. They could have went somewhere. I'm losing people for simping for Seymour. I gotta stop simping for him. Gotta stop simping for him. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not really simping. And I got a Hell VW from Decepticon King. Reach around protocol, definitely. Definitely a reach around situation, man. Definitely a bend over. And that he probably had to get bent over to be seen, to be Shang-Chi. He probably had to touch the back of his ankles to be Shang-Chi. That's just how it goes in Hollywood. He went LeBron James on them. Oh boy. The Zack Snyder should be a lesson learned. Yeah. There's lots of lessons to learn from the Zack Snyder thing. Yeah, fuck them. I'm not paying no ticket to see a movie. That was, you know what, man? I wish I had the drop prepared. It was a drop off of a guy. I'm not trying to put a dime in the bitch pocket. I love that. But yeah, hey, no worry. Listen, if you don't want to give Disney money, I'm all for it. I was a dummy that went to see the movie first week. Partially for something to do, partially to, for the channel. For what I'm doing here. Don't forget hashtag Joe Biden as your poops. That's what taking the shit is now called. Joe Biden. I'll be on the Kamala taking the Joe Biden. So yeah. Decepticon King really shitting on Biden. But fuck these politicians. Y'all know I don't like these motherfuckers. I know I don't like fucking Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. Fuck them both. Is Shibu Inu the coin to get death by Saber? I just grabbed some more because I saw Bitcoin and Ethereum fail, so I grabbed some more of those. But you know what I mean. I'm doing all right. I ain't got a ton. I'm doing all right. And I could have got Shibu Inu way back when Culture was talking about it. I'm like, man, all these coins ain't just gonna blow up. But I don't know shit. I don't know shit about crypto. I usually listen to them and I always keep an open mind, even if I agree with what they say. But I usually check out others and even some live streamers at the theme park. I'll admit that. I see. It's good to keep an open mind, man. It's good to keep an open mind. It's good to constantly listen to different things. That's why, hey, I try my damnedest not to just give you the generic, everyone says this take. I even challenged it with the Simu Liu thing. I thought, man, until this point, the fuck did he really say? He's just if there was anything else to talk about, wouldn't nobody be talking about Simu Liu? He was a victim of the 24-hour news cycle on YouTube. From the biggest informal media organization or pop culture media organization going, which is the fandom, whether you call it the fandom menace, whatever you want to call it, the collective community, fellowship, whatever word choice you would like to use. It's one of the biggest informal media organizations going. Hell, I'm a part of it, even though I'm adjacent. And I guess the channel was called Point Dex or something. Oh, I've seen that Dr. Doom guy. Matt Jarbo teamed up on Justin Proper. Oh, really? I've heard of Matt Jarbo and I've seen the Dr. Doom guy because something people were saying about Doomcock. That's how I came across him. Oh, every chat room starts off with a bruh. Now I've learned your ways, Death by Saber. Odin had a great breakdown of premature money incitement. Saw some of you guys in the chat. I see. Oh boy. Continue to donate to Vigilante Channel before I buy anything Disney related anymore. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy thing. I talked about how the other channels got to like, hey, you made it to a certain point. You're bigger than you're not in Kansas anymore. I'm not in Kansas anymore. I'm at a different level. Thank you, Overwatch. I appreciate that. It's crazy to think. I agree. That's why I brought Ripper up. Yeah, he talked about the movie Shang-Chi. Let's see. Hey, 24/7 Fusion Media. Not sure if you were here, but I mentioned you. I mentioned you. We were talking about you earlier. Because you asked, is it disrespectful to Ryan and Dragon? I don't know yet. Maybe you guys have mentioned it in the chat. I'm still getting through. Crouching, box office hitting profits, yeah. That number's probably not real. That number's not real. But you know one thing I will say again, and hey, I ride with a lot of people in the community like a Harley. I'm not trying to be disparaging. Now, it's one thing to question the number's validity, but I don't like if you do this, it's only the listen, if the movie actually made the money, excuse me as I burp, crying. No, not crying. If the movie actually made the money reported, which that's in question, but don't disparage anything. We got that damn Delta. We got a bunch of people scared, jab shit, all sorts of crazy shit. If a movie can pull off those type of numbers, which I'm not sure that it can, but if it can, that's impressive. That's impressive. Hell, got a hell from Robert 24/7. Everyone's saying hey to 24/7. Everyone's saying hey to everybody. I need money. Fuck those guys. I can make a funnier skit. Hey man, start a channel. Start a channel. And you talk about the skit channels, man. All these skit channels have replaced comedy. Hollywood stopped making the comedy, so we just went to YouTube. We don't need Hollywood to make comedies anymore. That's the one genre I'm surprised we don't see a lot of independent of. I'm really surprised. All the comedians, all the funny people. But yeah, hey, Decepticon King, get your channel going. You can do it. I believe in you. You can be funnier than these losers. These adult pretenders, these actors, these whackers, these slackers. They bending over to get on. They're not good. Movie or show, fuck Hollywood, yeah. Okay, you got some Shibu Inu, but you're about to buy NFTs. I want to buy and make NFTs. I don't understand them. I don't like, because every time I hear about an NFT being valuable, it's after they already sold. It's after the initial offer. Like, how do I be at the ground level of an NFT? How do I get there? How do I get there? Let's see. I got a bruh. We already went over 650. We were already past 650 code era. YouTube is taking it back. No more celebrations to a K though. If we ever make it to 1K, we'll do a celebration there. So Sweet Pea is as useless as Hawkeye. Oh, you talking about is Sweet Pea Shang-Chi? If he doesn't have the bracelets, because Kung Fu can't beat Thanos without a group. Yeah. Oh boy. Congrats. I need to get like you. Death by Saber getting the Shibu Inu. Huzzahs. Yeah, all the huzzahs. Wife wants you to start a channel as a hobby, have a phone, that's it, which is as useful as Hawkeye. Hawkeye was useful though. Start a channel. But as a hobby, man, this is basically like a monetized hobby for me. I love streaming with you guys, man. Especially this past weekend. Like you guys have got me want to stream a lot more. But I'm down. I'm de-emphasizing the channel internally and de-emphasizing this internally just for mental health purposes and non-burnout purposes. And Wookie can't stay. He's at a friend's house, but he stayed. Stop by to drop a like. Hey, feel free to watch the playback. The playback views do count too. So watch it when you have time. Appreciate you being here, man. 777. I mean, outside Final Fantasy 7, I think some crazy occult shit. What is the relevance of 777? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We'll just do 1K. We'll just do 1K. And I did see that Midnight Suns game. That's wild. If you didn't see that, so there's in Marvel they have the Midnight Suns. I know Ghost Rider and some other people are part of it, and it's spelled SONES. I mean SONS, like sons, like father sons, the sons of midnight, so to speak. And so they have this game coming out called the Midnight Suns, spelled SUNS. And I think the reason is supposedly some woke bullshit. It's gender neutral. Oh, the slots. Haha. I see. There we go. 777. We'll wait till 1K. We'll wait till 1K. And Pump Wado says, I want to have a hobby channel, but I have to figure out how to turn what I made to chat in a full-fledged channel. I mean, listen, StreamYard is actually free. I'm paying the $10 a month version, which only got through for Black Friday last year. That's when it was offered, around that time, around the end of the year last year. I'm not sure they may do something similar again this year. In any event, you can still use the free version and just tell us you have a channel and just start streaming. Just click, start broadcast and start talking. And that's the best way. I think more people need to solo stream. Everyone wants to stream with people, and that's absolutely fun. But you got to kind of just fail and be bad and kind of learn how to ramble. So I would suggest that. And if you have specific things like, hey, I do D&D, I'm saying, but if this is you do D&D, you do whatever, like a game stream. My man Bruce Lombardo, I hope he's doing better in health. I need to reach out to him, see how he's doing. I mentioned him. Shout out to Bruce Lombardo. But he does, like, he paints miniatures and shit like that. And ramble about what you love. And sound country as hell, main reason I won't even Darius invited me on. But I told him I would like to be a part, and he came on during wifey time. Plus, I was high as fuck. Well, listen, being high as fuck is not a problem. Obviously, I mean, you guys listen to these streams, and being country is not a problem either. Just talk, man. I mean, I got a crazy ass accent. I ramble. I slur words. I say B when it's not grammatically correct. Just do it, man. Just do it. And then don't feel like obliged to do it every day if you don't want to. You just want to do one show a week, one show every other week. Stream every now and again on other people's channels. That's cool. That's cool. It's fun. It's fun. It can be stressful though. A year in, I gotta say, there's times where I feel burnt out. There's no doubt about it. There's times where I feel, and you guys know that because I've said it. I just feel burnt out. Even sometimes in this community, I feel, burnt out by opinion. Oh man, we all have the same opinion. We all got to think the same. But just another point. I would take both of these old motherfuckers, Michelle Yao, Sandra Oh, like it's still the 90s. So where's Aquafina? Awkward ass. Oh shit. Just awkward looking. See her awkward ass is looking in the back. Just awkward looking. Just frumpy. And this is not a Kelly Marie Tran situation. And Kelly Marie Tran stickers to show you I'm not a sizist. Aquafina just got that frump look. She's a frumpy. They dressed her frumpy, but even if you look at, I mean, sometimes you can see her dialed up, but you can tell she's really a frumpy girl dialed up, even when she's dialed up. And again, I'm not no one to talk. I ain't a male model myself. Aquafina is a frumpy bitch. She basically ruins the movie almost single-handedly. I have a lot of useless knowledge. I'll never get to use it on how to be a millionaire, so I might as well get it off my chest. There you go. That's the spirit. That is the spirit, Gomer Kyle. And she's not funny or pretty or talented. I hate her voice, too. She has such a voice. God, you just like really obnoxious. What did you do to get famous? You must have to do some crazy shit to get famous. How many the buy porta potty parties that you had to go to before you got on? Shit. You had to do some crazy shit to get on, didn't you, bitch? All right. I think we're Simu Lu'd out. I think we're done, simping for Simu, criticizing Simu. And at the end of the day, he's just a sensitive motherfucker who got bullied. He got that bully kid energy, and I'm not saying that disparagingly because I got some of that bully kid energy. And he's just lashing out because this is his moment. And next week, if the shit makes like 10 million, he's gonna look like a fucking fool. He's gonna look like a fucking fool. But to the YouTube channels, it's not just this big Holly. He's the star of this Marvel movie. He's just attacking this small. You're not a small YouTube channel no more. Y'all not in Kansas anymore. Take it as a sign of respect. Take it as a sign of respect. Cody, I don't think you're wrong. I think she needed a lot of Aquafina to wash a lot of the liquids out that she swallowed. Yeah. And yeah, she did use a black scent before, which is part of the reason I'm a little awkward at her. Listen, I love women of all nationalities, but I'm not the black guy who just simps for the non-black girl like immediately. Like, listen, women are beautiful. Love women all nationalities, side, whatever. But like, there's something about the girl that's had more chocolate in her than a Hershey's factory of a different race that all of a sudden wants to use certain vernacular and certain sounds and shit. It's an energy I'm not fond of. So Aquafina's energy on top of having that goofy front look, it's just not my thing. And does she have a sister named Dasani? Maybe one named Great Value. Not sure. All right. Unfortunately, I couldn't find an article. Maybe Bounty has since put up an article. And actually, if I was a good YouTuber, I would have done a little research. Because we're going to talk about a lady named T. Franklin. Who is she? She's a comic book writer. She's currently writing for DC. She's writing a comic book for Harley Quinn. It's related to the Harley Quinn cartoon series, which I've never seen. I've seen clips of it. There's some clips that are funny. There's some clips that are very awkward and try hard. But neither here nor there. She was attacked. Basically, based upon really a misunderstanding, but she's been attacked by the woke mob. And as the title says, she's I think she's a lesbian, she's black, she's disabled, she's autistic. So she that's a lot of fucking check boxes for the checkbox brigade to go at her for essentially a series of misunderstandings. I unfortunately cannot find an article of it, but my man Wes from Thinking Critical, so check out his channel. He's the better YouTuber who's covering this. Because I mean, if you want to go down the Twitter rabbit hole, you can, but I'm not a Twitter guy, and so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to play a little bit. I'm not going to go through the whole video. Please watch it on Wes's channel, but we're going to play a little bit, and then I'll react to it.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with.
Wes's intro.
It doesn't feel pity.
Oh no! Can you hear it?
Or fear.
The Terminator drop.
Absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead.
Get the Kyle Reese Terminator.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes, and the Twitter crazy mob is at it again. This
real quick again. I'm gonna pause real quick. Please let me know if you can hear it. And then I'll play it, because by the time you let me know, if I wait the whole time, it'll take forever.
Their victim is T. Franklin, a black, queer, disabled, autistic writer working on the Harley Quinn animated series Eat, Bang, Kill Tour comic book.
Okay, code error here. We're good then.
Why would people be after T. Franklin? Well, I'll get in the details, but I do want to say this first. This is all DC Comics, Marvel Comics' fault. In other people in entertainment. for acquiescing to these nut jobs.
Okay. I don't want to just play his whole video, but he's right. What basically, I should have got it at a point, but he's right about them. Entertainment industry create the situation, or even the groups that they're championing for, the writers that they're affirmative action for. I'm not sure if T. Franklin is an affirmative action person because listen, unfortunately, if she is somebody that's talented, how could you tell? Because they've used that identity as a shield so long because of this, enabling this checkbox mob, this radical leftist craziness. But let's actually get into the details. Oh golly. I'm not gonna go that far, especially because I for all I know, I'm on the spectrum myself. So that's probably a bit step further. But it probably is actually retarded.
The currency is other people's jobs. The currency is social cred, right?
What?
We're all going to get a social.
Hold on a second. I realize this is because I'm so idiotic. Why is this not going through my headphones? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. All right, whatever. If you guys can hear it, I'm just gonna ride with it. And do you guys hear it good? Or do you just hear like it as a feedback on my mic? So I'm about to play again.
Social credit score, and these people, these Twitter mobs, these nut jobs, are the ones that want to make the rules on what goes into this social credit, and they've taken it into their own hands. And so many times, Disney, AT&T, in other enormous organizations have acquiesced to these people that there's no stopping them anymore. Did you think they were going to stop when they got Gina Carano saying something and completely out of context? The context didn't matter. They just took the words, forgot about what the point Gina Carano was trying to make so that they could cancel her. I know a lot of people who probably are offended at what's happening to T. Franklin. Champion that. Did you think they were going to stop? Of course, we've known for quite some time. It doesn't matter if you're an ally. It doesn't matter if you're on the same team. If they can find you, doing something that they feel is out of bounds, they will get you, and they will try and take your career because, there's something to get out of it. Like I said, the currency nowadays is outrage. The currency that people are trading in is who can find evil in the most benign statements in the world. And it's shocking how these idiots have been enabled time and time again to continuously go after people. You probably know who Chelsea Cade is. She's got her I can't remember the name of it. It's the period comic book that she wrote, right? Chelsea Cade, the most woke creator in the world, according to her, right? I'm so woke it's not even funny. Chelsea Cade was attacked because in her period comic, it was considered to be exclusionary to trans women.
Okay, I'll just stop it there for a second. Okay, your butt's been wiped. That's good. Shout out to the puppet in chief. Well, they're all puppets. I'm sorry to say. The whole United States has been at work for hundreds of years. In any event, I want to stop there because, like I said, I don't want to just watch this whole video. I want to get to the main point. But he was talking about a different writer. Apparently wrote some feminist period comic. I'm not sure if he's referencing that MOM, that MOM, that Illuminati period comic, whatever the fuck was going on with that. But whoever she is, someone who identifies as the wokest comic writer. And what was it? Identifies as a wokest comic writer, but wasn't trans. She was transphobic. She was a turf. She was trans exclusionary. She didn't. Is it the? I don't know if it's the arm hair chick. It may be. Yeah, it was gross, really gross. But yeah, she's what was it? She, and then she bent the knee. She's the wokest girl, And all of a sudden, she didn't say the right things, and she bent the knee. So before we get into the main topic with T. Franklin, I just wanted to bring up that point. All right, Wes, keep. Please don't strike me. By the way, I love your channel.
Because they weren't included, I guess, in the period comic. And she acquiesced to the mob herself. She apologized profusely. Never apologized to these idiots. It's blood in the water. You're just asking for more people to pile on because they see they found a victim, someone that's willing to be victimized. I believe she even offered, Chelsea Cade even offered to take like sensitivity courses for these idiots.
Okay, we ain't paying for these fucking ads. You're not paying me. Shout out to Wes. We'll play through them. You know what? Let me look up who Chelsea Kane is and see if that is the comic we're talking about. Actually, Wes is bad, but let me real quick. I'm gonna look up Chelsea Kane, see if she is the one who wrote that mom or MOM. Or is it some other woke ass comic? We don't know. Oh, she's the My Feminist Agenda. This is Chelsea Kane. Y'all remember this? Ask me about my feminist agenda. So she got killed by the woke mob too. Man, I know a guy. I know a motherfucker. He had a phrase for this, you know, this type of situation.
Get
Man.
what you fucking deserve.
Yeah, you definitely get what you fucking deserve. We're gonna have to keep that drop handy because we got some more people who get what they fucking deserve as well. Alrighty, let's bring Wes back. Let me unmute this because I got to mute it just to do the drop. And let's hear Wes talk about the actual main event topic while I'm aping off his video.
Take sensitivity courses. Tell them to go fuck off, which is essentially what T. Franklin herself has done. The black, queer, disabled, autistic creator of Harley Quinn, the animated series, Eat, Bang, Kill Tour comic book, which is set in the Harley Quinn, the animated series universe. And in that universe, Poison Ivy
Sorry, I got my
is
mic open.
bisexual. In fact, I believe she has a relationship with Kite Man, artistic creator of Harley Quinn, the animated series, Eat, Bang, Kill Tour comic book, which is set in the Harley Quinn, the animated series universe. And in that universe, Poison Ivy is bisexual. In fact, I believe she has a relationship with Kite Man that's quite prominent throughout the cartoon. So within that series, that is how the character is portrayed. And now in the comic book, T. Franklin is portraying the character as bisexual. And this has caused a lot of outrage. This is also on DC Comics. So they had a special cover for Pride Month portraying Poison Ivy as a lesbian character. And apparently people have taken that as, canonically speaking, that's who she is now. She was never bisexual to begin with. She was always a lesbian.
So firstly, I do want to correct you. She does not. She didn't do the animated series Code Era. She actually just did the comic tie-in. That's what we're talking about. She's the writer of the comic tie-in, and she's no saint. If you, I meant to have the article up, and I probably should just look for it. But she called out Stephen Amell last year. She was the one who went back and forth with Stephen Amell when he said there's some good cops that are his friends, some good cops and some bad cops. Yeah, Poison Ivy isn't gay, and I think he's gonna show the cover. But they had a Pride cover, and so what this really comes from is fair weather fans who ain't fans. They don't even read this shit enough to know the context. They don't even know the context of which this book was being made. In their head, one, being bisexual ain't good enough. Firstly, because she's not all the way gay, because that's why they're offended. So in their head, you're like doing something oppressive because you're turning in their head, turning a gay character, which she isn't. She isn't even bisexual. She just is in the context of this show. But you're turning a gay character more closer to straight. That's literally what they're upset about. And that's what they think she did, but she didn't. She didn't even do that. but they don't read enough to know the context of what's going on. They just saw the cover and liked it. Yes, Queen Slay when they saw the cover, and then say, "Wait a second, this writer is changing things," and don't even know how things are to know that they weren't actually being changed. So that's really what we have here. And she's being attacked. Oh boy. Gomer Kyle's been reading the New York Times. Did you hear white supremacy is going to get tan and black apparently in the future? It's like to say the minorities that can think for themselves. Well, no, like because I'm not even a conservative. I don't really like the conservatives. I mean, shout out to Larry Elder. Hope I don't know how that election thing is going. Someone else to break that down to me like in 5 year old. I know it's a recall, and he may be he may end up winning the governorship, California, which that would be interesting for them to have a red governor, so to speak. But like that's I don't know. I think that'll be the point once that hits normies, because a lot of this shit doesn't hit normies. If it did, we wouldn't have had the shit we were talking about with the was it the critical race theory? No, it was the communist guy, Antifa guy. That when the Antifa guy, the Antifa teacher, they were all, shocked and outraged and saying this stuff. But if they were more involved parents, they would have seen that Antifa guy coming a mile away, but they're not. So this tan white supremacy, black white supremacy shit, until it hits normie's front door, some normies are feeling it. But until it hit normie front door, I don't know if that's going to cause the outrage that it probably will. Because honestly, I'm already seeing quite a few people, not really politically, it's not even a political incline, but just maybe more culture war oriented, and quite a few brothers who just not have no time for a lot of the BS of the community. I mean, say what you will about the guy. Kevin Samuels is a guy who, like I said, that's not political. It's actually based upon dating coaching, but he has a lot of critiques over a lot of critiques of certain bad traits of the black community, so to speak. Certain traits that aren't tossed out, or certain traits that the liberals won't talk about, so to speak. And so it's not, like I said, it's not really, oh, we're hardcore, MAGA hat wearers, but there's people who are just like, nah, we're not going to accept this victimhood, lazy bullshit. Nah. There's a lot of people like that. I'm using him because he has like 1 million followers, but there's a lot of other people, not just who have channels and are creators, but just in general, in the air. You can see that in the air. There's the hardworking brother who's like, fuck all this bullshit. So that, I don't know how that, once that hits those people, those normies that are in that mindset, I don't know how that's going to fly. I don't know if that's going to fly when you have some purple-haired, used up whore / teacher who got kicked off OnlyFans, because yes, they do exist, and she's telling some black kid he's white supremacist because he doesn't do what he's supposed to do according to their narrative. And VW is an anti-hero. Yeah, a little bit. Read what? I watched Midwest. How dare you assume that I can read? Well, I don't know. Because that's where it came from. I think it was the New York Times or the LA Times. One of those woke ass lamestream media rags. And hell, Ron Martin. That's what Cold Air said. And that's what I'm saying too. Hell. All right, let's get back to the video. We're talking about T. Franklin, a writer of the tie-in comic for Harley Quinn, who wrote the character as it was portrayed in the TV show, because it's based off that TV show. And hey, glad to have you cracking up. Glad to be entertaining, man. Glad to be your entertainment. Doing this is entertaining to me. But she's writing a tie-in comic, and apparently her writing Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy in particular as bisexual, which they're not in a normal context, but are in the show. That ain't good enough, because there's a cover with them kissing. So they got to be completely all the way gay. You're straightening them up. There's a word for that. I don't know what it is, but they got a word for I guess straight washing or something like that, where you're making a character less gay and making them bisexual instead of gay. There's a thing. That's a thing. Somebody who's woke and smarter than me, please let me know. And yeah, we've talked about that. The Oregon disqualifying math and English for high school students. We've talked extensively about how shitty the entirety that is this public education system is, whether it's Oregon. I think other states are trying to do something similar. We've talked about what happened. I keep bringing up what happened to that kid in Baltimore and other kids where the guy has a .137 grade point average and is in the middle of his class, and his mom still wants him to repeat high school at 17. No, get a GED. That education shit. Get a GED in a trade, and you'll be better off the people who graduate from a university, brother. But we also talked, like I said, about the Antifa teacher and a lot of these crazy ass woke teachers. These teachers trying to teach preschoolers about sexuality and consent. The public education system is a goddamn. It's beyond a joke. It's a goddamn. To quote, I'm using Kanye West quotes. This is actually a Jay Electronica quote. It's like the last days of Sodom and Gomorrah outside in some of these damn public schools. It's just complete mess. Ironing the character, is that what it is? Oh, you just made it up. I like that though. Straightening it up, ironing the character. Yeah, but yeah. These teachers, this education system's a joke. Speaking of a joke, let's get back into this.
You can't make this stuff up. So now we have a disabled queer creator on the receiving end of attacks. Apparently, they've been going on for almost 2 weeks now. I've seen, I've gone to T. Franklin's Twitter feed, and I will say this: go there at your own risk. The thing, it's very hard to navigate. T. Franklin tweets too much. I've just put it out there. We're talking like maybe upwards of 50 tweets a day, maybe even more. But there are moments in there where this creator.
Yes, 50 tweets a day. It's that wild. That's why that's why we're in his video instead of her Twitter feed. It's a mess. Complete mess.
Is talking about like being in tears, wishing they had never worked on this book because it wasn't worth it. And nobody should have to deal with crap like this. You know what I mean? Nobody should be at the receiving end of a mob like this, a hateful group that are just trying to destroy your career, trying to destroy your reputation, trying to portray yourself as something that you're not. But for some reason, people think they have the right or the ability to categorize you however they want you to, and they do it with me, and they do it with a lot of my friends here, and obviously they're doing it with T. Franklin. And this is how she responded. First up, this is the first tweet. I'm only going to use a couple, but there are a lot. Like I said, if you go to their Twitter feed, you're going to see some great stuff. And I will say this. If you go to T. Franklin's Twitter feed, she's not a saint. I'm talking about this particular issue right here, but she's got a lot of stuff to say about a lot of other things that I absolutely don't agree with. But I don't have to agree with you to understand that what's happening because of this comic book and the portrayal of Poison Ivy within it is wrong. And that DC Comics, her peers, and other people in the comic book industry should be standing up.
I'm over watching this video. Please do not claim.
Seems like for the most part they've been silent. Shocking, right? They don't have the backbone to stand up for somebody who's supposedly one of their allies, one of their.
I just want to get to her response, and then
part of the fraternity.
I'll stop
right?
watching the video.
So this is the tweet itself. She's replying to somebody who's basically saying, "You're ruining the Poison Ivy."
Honestly, since he has it up, I could stop stealing content from. I'm not stealing. This is actually fair use. It's completely fair use because I'm commenting on it for commenting purposes. I can stop doing that now and just get into the quote. This is what this creator, this black lesbian. I don't know if she's a lesbian or bisexual, whatever she is. She identifies as queer. That's her word, not mine. On the autism spectrum, disabled as well. But she's a writer for DC. And she says, how am I changing something? Please explain how I changed something. Y'all have absolutely no idea how the comic world operates. But sure, I had the power to make Ivy bisexual. So I decided to say, fuck all lesbians, make her bisexual. And DC said, you go, girl. Now, she's obviously being sarcastic, right? This is her attitude. And shout out to this response. It's better than bending the knee. It's better than the ask me about the feminist agenda, how she responded. It's better than how Simu Liu responds to shit, right? She said, "Fuck you guys," because if you remember Simu Liu before he was crying about everything else, somebody found the tweet of him not liking Nicki Minaj, and he just bent the knee. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was immature then. No, I listened to twerk music. So I don't know, but I wanted to point it out. I wanted to do this story because the woke do eat themselves. Hell, sometimes even we've eaten ourselves. I've talked about that, but they do eat themselves. This is probably a story I don't know how many people had awareness to, and I just think it's interesting that even somebody who ticks every single checkbox you can think, they're not safe over a what's essentially a misunderstanding. Essentially a misunderstanding. But again, T. Franklin, she's not innocent, as Wes said at that Twitter. Maybe I should go through some of it so you can just see what it's like. And if you look her up, you'll see that she got into the War of Words with Stephen Amell last year. So you know that since that's up, it was something about the whole cop situation, because he said he had some friends that are cops, and no, I don't want Bleeding Cool to send push notifications. Hold on, is it up there? Oh yeah, she called him race, and actually Stephen Amell handled it perfectly. He handled it perfect. He said, "We can chat. Tell me how I'm racist." He handled it really, really, really well. But she's somebody who, you might say that
Get what you fucking deserve!
because she's somebody who is in the woke pantheon. She's used all those check boxes that she ticks for I couldn't tell you if it's for work because I haven't read her work. I couldn't tell you how good of a writer she is. I can tell you that she tweets a lot though. So let's see why I didn't actually go to this Twitter first. So this is her talking about writing. This is actually her talking about writing for Harley Quinn just a month ago. And let me see. Okay, maybe that stuff is gone. But look, this is just today. That's the thing. Ton of tweets. So we're not gonna go through all this to find the tweets. That's just doing too much. So you guys have had some interesting stuff. Go Macau. With some interesting stuff. That's how the commies have always planned. I've always said we won World War II in 5 years because they let us believe we won. So 70 years down the line, we had morons doing this. Man, or y'all know how conspiratorial I am. There was somebody playing both sides and everything's just going according to plan. Maybe. Agreed. If the shoe fits, commies said they were going to do it. They did it. Crazy times. It's not over to the fat commie scenes. Oh yeah, no fat commies because it don't work. No, there's plenty of fat commies in America. They're not real commies, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So she has kids. So yeah, okay, whatever. I gotta get off this Twitter. But like I said, the woke eat their own. They eat their own. The feminist agenda. She, Mrs. asked me about my feminist agenda. You guys seen that cover? She apparently dealt with the woke mob. So is this feminist or whatever super checkbox writer T. Franklin. She's dealing with it as well. Just let you know what's out there. Wasn't there something else you guys mentioned? Oh, you know what? Before we go, because I'm not going to go quite yet. I wanted to actually talk. I wanted to actually show. Apparently, there's a Matrix 4 trailer, I believe, and I wanted to play a little bit. I wanted to try to play Streets of Rage 4 and actually beat it on solo since I'm on the last level. Woke always need a dragon to slay, unless you're Shimu, then you write it. Yeah, and there's still no if that's disrespectful to ride a dragon. Someone please let us know. Someone please let us know. Somebody mentioned something earlier. Is this it? Oh, the full trailer is Thursday, and it's just a legit teaser. Okay, well, we'll still play it. We'll still play it. Maybe it's too short for me to get claimed. We'll see. It's the equivalent of China had Uncle Sam riding a bald eagle. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess but I just that's something that's been a part of their culture for like thousands of years. But I don't understand it, and I don't want to be culturally insensitive. I gotta stop Asian hate. True, but I'm talking about the countries that did try communism. Technically, North Korea is the most successful communist country, all policies and so forth. I've never thought of it like that. But all right, let's look at this teaser trailer for The Matrix. Apparently, the full trailer will be out on Thursday, as it says. That's it. You can see that is the Matrix.com is back. The old heads will remember that. The old heads will remember. Now, honestly, I expect this Matrix to not be good. Because the last two weren't good. This franchise didn't leave on a positive note. So that's all it is. The trailer comes out Thursday, apparently. What do you guys think about the new Matrix? Yeah, back in the AOL days. Yeah. Back when y'all remember that first Super Bowl commercial when you didn't know what the fuck the Matrix was, had never heard of it, and you see the commercial, and I remember that Super Bowl. People were freaking out. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And it just said, what is the Matrix.com? You might put in your AOL CD so you can go to whatisthematrix.com. It was a different era. Hey VW, I got a Twitter and haven't left our group because I don't care what a blue hair beach Landwell says. I also shouldn't care what they think, what I think, or they shouldn't care what I think. But they do. They do indeed. And they don't have to make it good, just better than 3. They gotta make it better than 3. Got a bad feeling. I kind of do too. I'll probably check it out. The first one is a classic. First one's a classic movie. We still use the phrase red pill, blue pill. I know the Wachowski now sisters. They were obviously brothers at the time, but we're not going to dead name them. But they'll probably be a little woke. They've kind of retro or retconned the meaning of the first movie. Yes, Gomer, there's more than the Matrix in '99. There was they made more movies than just one in 1999. This is not the sequel to that. It was a sequel to the third one, unfortunately. They made 2 more. And the Animatrix, which was okay. And some games which were okay for the time that probably wouldn't hold up. Of course, it's 99. I didn't think about that. Speaking of 99, because it's 99, never forget, you want to hear a conspiracy theory? Check Neo's passport in the Matrix. Check the date it expires. Real conspiracy theory shit. First Matrix was groundbreaking. Animatrix was kick ass. 2 and 3 were normal. Expect to see a sequels. Overall, good stuff. No, 3 was especially bad. I could live with 2. I could honestly live with the second Matrix. That third one though, nah, man, that was something. That's one of the worst movies I like at that point in my life. That was one of the worst movies I'd ever seen. I'm sure that that probably still is not true because movies have gotten so much worse. But that one at the time was pretty bad. So, but the second one I could live with. I was cool with the second one. Yeah, the special effects may not hold up, but they were cool for the time. They were groundbreaking still for the time. A lot of that CG they had with the 1,000 Agent Smiths. But until you get into that room with that Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker starts rambling, then that shit just just plummets. Jesus, you know what? I'm about to do something depressing because it says the first Matrix in '99 made 465 million. I'm going to toss that into the inflation calculator because I have ADD. If you guys haven't noticed, which I'm sure you probably have, but I just want to see how much our money has debased in only 20 years. Great to see. Great to see. Let's see. 465. 3. Okay. In 1999 is now 762 million. So almost $1 billion movie when you account for inflation. And I'll actually toss on the screen so you know I'm not making it up. This is the Matrix. It says the original made 465 million at the time in the 90s, and if you account for inflation, 762 million. So that would not be $1 billion movie in this era, but still an amazing movie, and a great movie. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. Let's see. Newbound Turk. Hail everyone. How's Wake Down doing? And how are you doing? Cold Air saying hey to Newbound Turk. I know VW, but those movies pale in comparison. I watched it a few days ago. Still as great as when I saw it in theaters yet. It's been a while since I've seen it, but last time I saw it, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, it still held up. Maybe longer now that I'm thinking about that. You know what time is. 2 had a great setup, but they fucked it up the landing with 3 in the worst possible way. When you leave the conclusion at with more questions than answers and need college professors to explain it, you fucked up. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And hell, Pop Culture Republic. And hell, just another red shirt. Hell. Guys showing up late. Better late than never. Yeah, we're talking about the Matrix movies. We were talking about Simu Liu earlier. That's what the main event story. And him being a bit of a sensitive chap. Using maybe premature. I couldn't come up with a different word for ejaculate fast enough. Premature celebration about his movie and the numbers, which if you want to believe Disney's numbers, go right ahead. I'm not going to disparage them too bad. Well, yeah, I am. I don't believe those numbers. I never believe any numbers that Disney say. But hey, he's celebrating, and he went after some YouTubers that you and I may or may not love. I know not everybody in the chat loves him, but I just he's a sensitive guy. But I the one thing I said then, and I'll say it again, I understand guys who have a chip on their shoulder, and I understand that bullied kid energy, and he has that bullied kid energy, and so do I. So I do feel for him a little bit. I mean, he's a millionaire, but you did probably have to bend over to get famous. Remember at the end of the 3 Matrix move, remember that in 3, the Matrix still exists because they made a truce with the machines. All the mechanisms of enslaving humanity are still there. Yes, very true. And the Wake Downs is here with me. We're doing well, still working on a second computer setup. Good luck with that. Good luck and God bless with that, bro. I'm glad the Wake Down's doing good. I'm glad that's cool, man, that you're helping him out or whatever is going on at it. What was I going to say? And I'm just glad he's safe because I know he's in a crazy situation. But yeah, as far as the Simu thing, he's a sensitive motherfucker. But hey, I hope the guys who were quote unquote attacked take it as a sign of respect and realize that hey, you guys are too big to use we're just some YouTubers excuse. Not anymore. No, you're not. When you guys are getting the #1 songs in the country, and I love Dan Vast, that wasn't because of his singing that you guys had one of the top performing songs in the country the same week that Drake and Kanye West dropped. It wasn't because of his singing. It was because of what you guys have built. So take it as a sign of respect, and it ain't going to be the last time something like that happens. Just know that Hollywood actors look at you guys as the guys to like prove something wrong to. You're the, you know what I mean? And that's the spot you earned, and you guys deserve it. and I mean that in a positive way. I hope that's coming across. That yeah, you're the new mainstream critique because they're not. If you're in Hollywood, you really want to know what people think. You have to go through whether you call it the fandom minutes, whatever. You got to go through You got to go through these critics. You got to see what they think. Still got to see what what's the man Jeremy Johns and Angry Joe and some of those other guys think too. Obviously, they're mainstream as well. But you need to know what Nerdrotic and the Critical Drinker think. You need to. What Doomcock thinks. You need to. You have to know that. Like if you're in Hollywood, you still need that opinion. Even if you're disparaging it, you still need to know because that's how big these channels have all gotten, not just on their own, but as a collective. Yeah, all hell Friday Night Tights. They're big now. Not quite mainstream, but they are in a sense mainstream. They are in a sense, like I said, mainstream. They're part of the mainstream critique pantheon, along with the Grace Randolph. So, like I said, Jeremy Johns, Chris Stuckman, Angry Joe, whatever else. You know what I mean? That's the new standard. It's not the Hollywood Reporter. It's not Variety. It's you guys. That's why he was so he wanted to prove it to you guys. That's how much you guys have risen. Even his home country called him ugly. That's not a joke. The country of China called Simu Liu ugly. So like he has a chip on his shoulder. He's drenched in that bully kid energy. So hey, I got it. So I have not a pass. I give him a pass. If you hate him or you think he's a bitch, I understand. But his movie wasn't terrible. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. And I get it. Get it. Let's see. We're gonna do a positive story. Maybe see what else you guys have to say. And then we're gonna play a little Streets of Rage 4 before we get out of here. Still kind of late, but can sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Starts 9:30. My job starts 9:30 Central tomorrow. So hopefully we can get the Culture Crime Fire. So we're gonna hopefully have speaking of Friday Night Tights, comic division, my old boss, so to speak. Most of you probably found me from his channel because of how often I used to do his show. So yeah, we will talk with him tomorrow on the Culture Crime Fire. So I'm really excited about that. We're collecting the Friday Night Tights tokens. We've had Clifton Duncan on. We've had Tom from Midnight's Edge on. We've had Chrissy Meyer on. We've had Nerdrotic on. So we're collecting all of the our Friday Night Tights box set. Let me see. Huh. You know what? Oh man, we got two. We got two positive stories. Two really cool stories. Shout out to sunnyskies.com. And also Sweetwater, because you can see all these damn Sweetwater ads. Clearly, I'm looking at gear. I'm not going to buy any gear as far as equipment, but I've just been looking at it. Two really cool stories. Two really just cool human ass stories. Just see that humans are fucking cool. As much as we talk shit about how fucked up we can be, much as I talk shit about how fucked up we can be, it's good to just see some cool shit. Some people treating people well. And Coder, do I like my new job? Don't know yet. Today was a complete nothing, but like I can talk a little bit about it, I guess. So like at first they did send me a laptop, so this is cool. So I'm using their equipment and not having to use my own. So, but I mean, everything as far as the logins weren't right, and it came later in the day, and so I really couldn't get training. I couldn't log into a lot of stuff. So I still don't know yet, and I'm still going to be in the training phase. Ask me in 2 months, 3 months. We'll know then. But I'm happy so far. I'm happy that just to be employed, and it's a fairly not high profile, but for me, it's a high position. It's one of the highest positions relative to what I do that I've ever had. So I'm happy about that. And Hale Basco scenario and Darius Munchausen It's apparently on here as well. Hey, Gorman Kyle saying hey. There's Darius. It's funny that people are coming late. People, that's what she said. People are always showing up late. I think something's going on with the notifications. I know something's going on with the subs. Somebody said, "Are you going to do a 650?" I think it was Code Era. You're going to do a 650 special? We already passed 650. YouTube 8 subs, and they're going to continue 8 subs. They probably ate a sub today. But please, if I appreciate who's here, whoever's here. We're busy. Indie Comics Jones is busy. Busy bee. So yeah, or unless you're talking about me. But yeah. I appreciate everybody here. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like and please share, because sharing is caring. So we're gonna, like I said, have some positive things to say about humanity, and then try to beat Streets of Rage 4 as a solo. If you want to see Streets of Rage 4 beat by a better gamer, you should still watch this channel. T-Shirt Historian carried me to the end of Streets of Rage 4. You can hear me thinking I'm in an alternate universe in which Streets of Rage 4 had more levels than it actually does. And you can hear me talk and give my review of Shang-Chi as well. And I believe it was either Saturday. Which stream was it? Let me not lie to the people, so I can tell you which stream that was. I want to say it was the Saturday, late Saturday night stream that we did. So let me check here. It was the late Saturday night stream. So yeah, if you check out Saturday night streams, it has the Johnny Carson as Simu Liu with his little stick. It almost looks like Johnny Carson's holding a blunt. So yeah, just check that out. You can see T-Shirt Historian carry me to the ends of Streets of Rage 4, and then we're gonna do it on our own right after reading some positive stories. So stick around for that. As far as the topics, we're kind of, we'll probably bring them up as we play the game and stuff like that. We're kind of done. But let's get into some positivity. This is a cool story. You would never see this on mainstream media now, and you used to be able to see this. A World War II veteran who's 95 meets the writer of a letter that he carried around for 12 years, and she herself looks like she is now serving. So a 95-year-old veteran has finally met the author of a letter he's carried around with him for 12 years. This makes me feel old that somebody, I think she was in 3rd grade, 2009, is now a grown-ass woman. That's how time flies. But Frank Grasberger says he carried around a letter written by a 3rd grader back in 2009 with him everywhere he goes. I thought I'd never be without it, because it's something somebody thought of me that much. When he had that letter with him, he had a feeling of faith, trust, and love, his wife Dolores said. It was written by Deshauna Priest, who's now 21 years old. She said, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have freedom, so I'm happy you made sacrifices. Your friend, Deshauna Priest. This is, she was a 3rd grade, man. And just, probably some project writing to veterans. And it was just, one of those honest, cute things a kid does. Remember when, just in 2009, we had our kids that patriotic. And I'm a guy before country guy. I'm not somebody who gets the tattoo of the red, white, and blue and tries to troll. We're a patriot. I almost feel like Barricade Garage was talking about how you put patriot in front of it, motherfuckers will buy it. Patriot ass whoopers and shit. But this is what we used to do in our education system. Allow and encourage patriotism. We weren't teaching 3rd graders about sexual consent. That's neither here nor there. The staff at Frank's senior living facility decided to help him track down Deshauna. We can never find her, he says. Before I close my eyes, I have to find her. And Deshauna surprised Frank last month by wearing her National Guard uniform. So she's taking some service on herself. I can't imagine the feeling I had when she stood next to me and took my breath away. Deshauna said, Frank is now family. There's love there deep down in the heart. She's like my 3rd daughter. She really is. I started with love and affection, and it's ending up the same way. So this is a cool story. Cool story about actually liking this fucking country, believe it or not. And who would thought, this is against narrative. An old white man caring about a young black woman. That's oh my God. But that's not the point. That's not the point. I didn't really do it for that. I almost thought about not, because, I get tired, and as I scroll up and down, I get tired of always bringing up race. Like, that's not human. That's not human to constantly care about race and let them dictate that and live in our head rent free. So no, these are just people. These are just Americans caring about America. And he was inspired. She was inspired by his sacrifice, which, say what you will about World War II. We had a little criticism of it. It could be some extracurricular activities in that war, like there has been many others. But he, a lot of his sacrifices, and veterans of all ages have sacrificed to have the freedoms that we still do, at least for now, have. And he was able to meet the person who was inspired by that and gave him some inspiration. And yeah, I do watch Barricade Garage. He is awesome. And yeah, awesome story. Love all our veterans, dead and alive. Gotta respect that sacrifice, man. All right, this will be our last positive story, and then we'll get into some Streets of Rage. Live music venue is serving meals to New Orleans residents without power. As you know, a lot of people in the Gulf Coast have been messed up by this Hurricane Ida. It's really fucked up. But a live music venue in New Orleans is serving free meals to residents who have been without power since Ida swept through the city. Howie Kaplan owns the Howling Wolf, a venue known for bringing people together. He said, "We take care of each other, I think, in a way nobody else does," Kaplan told CBS News. Local restaurants and markets that were unable to keep their food cold, which I imagine, have donated truckloads to the cause. So that's really cool. It's like a mutual thing. Instead of throwing out food, it's like, hey, let's cook this stuff up and let's donate it to this cause, because we know a lot of people are suffering right now. Didn't even think about it, says Mike DeSimone, CEO of the Link Restaurant Group. We just jumped in and started, cooking, because that's what we do. The people in line for food aren't just families who live nearby. They're also National Guard troops and utility workers and police officers. Right now, it's not about money. It's about making sure folks are taken care of and that we can get the word out to make sure people recognize how important New Orleans is. So again, shout out to people taking care of each other. It's a very rough situation down there. Thoughts and prayers with everyone along the Gulf Coast or anyone affected at all by this. But yeah, these are two cool stories, Pop Culture Republic. That's why we want to get back to ending. Well, not ending, because they're just ending this segment of the show, but having a little more positivity. We could complain and complain and complain, and then we just forget humans are really cool. Humans aren't all bad all the time. Humans aren't all hateful. We talked about the T. Franklin thing. And yeah, I made my jokes about somebody getting what they deserve because they feed into that energy and it comes back to them. But that hateful energy that we have now that's become normalized, that divisive energy that we have now that's become normalized, even the echo chamber energy that even this community can have, it's become normalized, and we forget that we're all just people. We're all just people wondering what the fuck we're doing on this crazy spinning rock while wild shit happens around us, and we're all just trying to live, and we do help each other. We do care about each other. We do, we do inspire each other. There is good here. There is good amongst the human race. And so yeah, gotta remind myself of that, not just you guys, remind myself of that as I look for my controller so we can finish our Streets of Rage on our own. So hold on, let me mute my mic, and then we'll play some Streets of Rage. So I'll be right back. Okay, have my controller. I'm just going to get the game started, and then we can beat it ourselves. That's what she said. That's what he said. I don't know who said it. They all said it. All the kids are talking about. It's karma. It catches up with people, not UVW. It is karma. But at the same time, like I said, there's a real... That's fucked up. It's very fucked up. And sorry if you guys can probably hear. I'll turn this down because it's a lot easier actually to play the game when I can hear it out loud. So let me turn it down so it's not too bad for you guys. And then I'm going to put it on the screen. First, you'll see, of course, Tommy the Hitman Hearns. He's the backdrop. Alrighty. Let's make sure the options are right. Sometimes it'll just reset. I think that's all right. All right. So let's beat this game ourselves. We're gonna stick with Floyd.
Floyd, Raya.
He's been the guy we've been running with. Okay, skip. I haven't really gave a shit about the story. I'll be honest. Yeah, it is cool to have some positivity these days. We gotta do more. I have to do more of it. Gotta remember positive. So shout out to anyone who's sticking around for the gaming section of our broadcast. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys, man. This has been this year plus. We're now almost close to the year point of me actually being a part of the community, so to speak. And so yeah, I really appreciate everybody here. Sorry about constantly doing the same combo. Because it's just been really cool. It's been a really cool thing to do. It's been really fun. I'm still trying to find my balance with it. You know, mentally and everything else, spiritually, whatever else you want to say. Oh shit! Here come the SJW. Instead of purple hair, she just say, "I'm gonna go purple skin." No. Move. Bitch. Trying to break that. This game is recent. This is Streets of Rage 4. The original came out in the 90s. The original 3 came out for the Genesis. And oh, I just got Power Driver. Somebody's been watching that AEW, huh? Hey, Nyla Rose. Fuck off. Jesus, I'm getting work now. Speaking of wrestling. But this came out, I want to say the past couple years, maybe 2020. Either 2020 or 2019. It's like that recent. And then there was an update this year. Oh, I thought I was going to hit her before she got me. And I couldn't. There's been an update this year. And I haven't even played everything in the update because I hadn't beat the game. And still technically haven't, but they've unlocked things because of what T-Shirt Historian did. Oh, I thought that was real. Oh, I'm in the wrong plane. Cool. Yeah, the big girl gonna protect her food, definitely. As always, great. Yeah, greatest boxing match. I hate that Hearns lost as a Detroit guy, but that Hearns Marvelous Haggard match. It's not a long match. It's not a long match, but it's incredible. It's like one of the most incredible fights that could possibly be in boxing. Like, you couldn't ask for a better fight. It was just two guys throwing punches at each other at an insane clip and hitting each other to the same clip, and one of them fell. That fight was not going 10 rounds or whatever they were. The round thing was back then, because I think it was 15 for the championship fight. But if you haven't checked that out, oh no, I guess Hearns heard us talk about him and his ghost. Yeah, this happens sometimes. I don't know why. We'll say I'm not a tech guy, but I'm actually doing some cool. I just don't understand what the fuck's happening. But yeah, if you check that fight on YouTube, even if you're not a boxing guy or a fight, UFC or whatever, a fight combat sport guy, you owe it to yourself, just as a guy, to check that fight out. Like, that fight is incredible. absolutely incredible. I would say it's one of, if not the best. You know what fight I kind of think is, if you ever saw the first, this is the most hyped fight maybe of all time. First Ali Frazier fight, pretty good too. I mean, obviously got because that went all 15 rounds, and you could just see Joe Frazier just break Ali down round by round. Like Ali wins quite a few of those early rounds, but he just gets, especially with the 15 rounds, Frazier just breaks him down. It's an incredible watch. Maybe you need to be a little bit more boxing fan to like that one. I don't know. What? Do you believe? Did you see that shit? I was just about to, oh my fucking goodness. They were both one hit away, and I wanted to get that so I could preserve my life. I just got an extra life. I got to fight these bosses, and this bitch just took half my health with one shot. I'm so pissed. Shit. Hell no. Since I know that's a thing. Jesus. Some of these weapons hit for more health than the earlier ones. Oh, fuck you. Shit. I know even if I don't make it this run, I can beat it. Because I'm not that far off. Okay, there. I think I missed one of these. Okay. I think this is boss time. Gomer watches that match. It's just 3 rounds of 2 men fighting, grown ass men hitting each other. I mean, I watch the fight a couple times a year. I saw it last year. I probably should watch it again. I may watch it again tonight. It is a great fight. And Gomer's watched a lot of Ali fights. The Foreman fight was great. And then with Foreman, he fought more in '96. Man, watch it. There's a channel. If you're really into like boxing, especially the old school, there's a channel called Rummy's Corner that I really like. He's done breakdown on the '90s, and he'll show like clips and talk about old George Foreman. That old George Foreman run, he's probably at least a smarter boxer than he was when he was in his physical prime. I mean, he wasn't, he obviously wasn't as quick, but I mean, he still hit hard. His punches still miss something. Like it fucked up by these guys. Jesus. You can't run, bitch. Sheesh. Thank you. Oh, boy. You know what? Laughing at fat boy. Oh shit! I gotta get this turkey. What? Oh, it's mixed down the middle. Oh, jeez, bitch. Guess this is the last level. Get wrapped. As I get rocked and wrecked and every other adjective. Jesus, jump right into that. I'm probably not beating you on this one, guys. I hate to break it to you, but even though I didn't actually fight the boss, I did a CT shirt fight him. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it on one life, especially if I can't even get to him. All these fat motherfuckers. This is what happens when you're body positive. We need more fat shaming. As a fat man, I'm saying this. Because look at these fat motherfuckers. There's never-ending fat people on this game. Yeah, he did outsmart more. And yeah, more Streets of Rage, this time solo. Oh my god, I might not make it to the obesity crisis. I don't think I will, guys. Nope. Let's restart this one. As a fat guy, I agree. All this body positivity. Look what it got me. No, we ain't changing character. Ain't assistant and none of that shit. Nope. Fuck all that. We're gonna get through this. Damn it! Wrong button. No. Fucking knife guy. We're gonna try to beat it. This is the last level. It's on hard. We saw if you like I said, if you watch the Saturday night, not called Saturday Night Live, late Saturday night stream. See the obesity crisis. Start off with these fat bitches first. Then we'll get into the fat dudes. Fat asses. Oh no! Gotta get to the. Oh shit! No! No! Shit! Can I restart? I already know it's a wrap. If I'm losing that early, it's a wrap. Got any auto lives I can handle it for the boss. Cannot lose a life at that point. No. Damn it. Timing of that damn thing. It's time to deal with the obesity crisis. Gotta face it head on. Fat SJWs. None of us like them. Gotta deal with them. And then they skinny ass friends always talking shit. They're not body positive. Knowing they won't date no fat dude. Oh shit, knock me away from the damn thing. Can I go back? I can't. Barely though. You know what? I ain't doing this. Damn it, I didn't think you were gonna get me. Oh shit! Look at this motherfucker grab me. I did that last time. Jesus. See what I mean? You can't enable obesity. Oh shit, missed it. Shit, I thought I was in range. Crazy bitch. Fuck you. Alright. One of these. More of this. Wasn't the smoothest run so far, but we still doing good. No, I'm not happy about being fat. I want to live a few more years. These idiots are teaching our kids this because of easy population control. A lot of stuff is being done is population control. Certain things you're being told to take is population control. I got a buddy who was talking about, and I didn't ask him, But I'm not even gonna say it. Even say it. It's such a personal thing. But it was something that the jab could affect. I'll leave it at that. And I didn't ask him. He was talking about his situation, and I didn't ask him if the jab had been a thing that had been done, but it could have been. Oh, I didn't know that, red shirt, but I think I did know that. And that's just, George Foreman's talked about how stupid he was for that, just everything that fight. But that's base. Even for the 70s, that should have been basic to get there early to fight jet lag. And just that he didn't know that is to as much as his own doing. You know what I mean? It's like, well, fuck. Of course, he might have jet lag. And he apparently didn't think. He didn't get there early enough. George Foreman said a lot of the mistakes he made. He didn't understand what Ali was doing at the time as far as the rope dope. Here we go with this shit. Shit. No! Fuck! I was trying to get this damn turkey. Jeez, I kept trying to get this and grabbing them motherfuckers instead. Oh my goodness. You know what? Fuck you, that guy. Sheesh. Oh, fuck me. Oh, jeez. I'm just standing in the damn way. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Might not make it through this run, guys. The dream may end here. Jesus, I think this is the dream. You know what? No, fuck it. I'll go out on my sword. Damn it. Kyle's gonna jump up. Going with Kyle's dad was a big Foreman guy, plus Foreman was just a good guy. Shout out to the Foreman Grill. You guys remember that? That was the shit for a whole era of humanity. The George Foreman Grill. He was more known for that at one point than the damn his fighting career. Everyone had one of those George Foreman grills. Hey, Gomer's still cooking on the Foreman Grill. They still make new ones? Damn it, Doctor. I don't know why I thought I'll jump this skinny dot. Kicking people in their nuts, you know, fat whore. It's okay. She's a bad guy. I can be disrespectful to her. Is it misogyny if you're cursing out a bad guy? Question mark. Or is it? Are you still supposed to respect men? That's still the priority. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, they do. Gomacon says, he says I still will use it more in the winter. Love grilling. And bad guys have feelings too, but they're the bad guys. They're bad. I'll save that. I just hate the gun guy. I was playing this last night, level 5. This is the last level. I played it with T-Shirt Historian. He basically beat it for me. It was a 2-player run. We went through the whole game, but I actually lost toward the end. So the actual ending, he did, and not me. And so I wanted to change that. I was at level 12 on hard anyway. So let's beat this game is the hope. Point. Appreciate everybody riding with me tonight. We talked about a lot of stuff earlier on in the podcast. We were talking about the Simulu going at the some channels you may know and love or hate. If my man Noble Iro, no issues with that. Everybody's got to feel how they feel, man. Everybody's got to feel how they feel. But yeah, in any event. Just my thoughts on it. My thoughts. Maybe some hot takes, maybe some cool takes, maybe some lukewarm takes. It just depends on the channel. You should go back and maybe watch the playback on that. The long and short is, Simulu is a whiny fella, but as a guy who I can smell the bully kid energy. And actually, Neurotic in this video, damn it. Had a clip from another podcast. It was talking like unless he was bullied. I really think the Hollywood system did a number on Simu, and that's why he is the way he is. Hell, never forget, Hollywood made her own mat into a table. It's only God knows what they did to that kid. Cruel place. A lot of people lose their mind just to get a part of it, just to be a part of it. You were playing with Floyd too? And doing electrical work, so I didn't have to travel, putting lights up in a ghetto-ass apartment complex. Hey, whatever. Hey, the ghetto-ass people at that apartment complex need lights too. So whatever pays the bills. Just one time for the working man. Sip of Steve Weiser for the working man. I don't have any Steve Weiser. I'm not a beer guy anyway. More of a whiskey type of dude. No shit. Fuck you. Yeah, wait. I'll use it. Jeez, this is when I need that damn move that I wasted. Okay. Here comes obesity in America. Can vigilante fight obesity in America? Doesn't look like it. Shit. Oh, fuck. Killed him for me. There's a lot more. I gotta get to that damn turkey. Shit. Okay. There we go. Finally dodged that thing. Putting up street wall lights, taking the old ones apart. Okay. Cool stuff, man. Society needs people like you the most, man. Even if it's a ghetto ass place, again, still need it. Shit! think it's more of these fuckers after this too. Yep. Jesus. That one we got to make sure to say special moves for this section. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, will Vigilante be able to beat this before it's time for him to go to bed? You know, if we don't get this by midnight, and I'm not even getting to the boss. Shit. I may have to try this again at a different time. There's more proof. I mean, granted, this is on hard. I think we did a normal one, but there's more proof that T-shirt carried me on Saturday. But I appreciate him being there. Make sure you not just check out that stream, but check out T-shirt Historian's channel itself. Decepticon King is about to dip out. Oh, no problem, man. I'll probably be dipping out in 15 minutes. Either way, myself. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate your input in the chat. Appreciate if you did leave a like. If you didn't, I hope I could earn that like. So thank you, man. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't, or if you're not still sub, because that's a thing that's in these streets too. Fuck. I need to do this. Gotta get to that. Shit. How these fat hoes? Shit, I hate when I'm like one step out of range and I'm sitting there swinging. Oh my god. Fat bitch. Oh, it's not gonna let me go back. All right, good night. Say respect. Keep up the news. Thank you, bro. I will. Thank you for being here. I see it's not too many people sticking around. It is getting late. It's not gonna be quite my last one. Midnight, wherever I'm at by midnight. That I'll probably do one more after that, and that'll probably be it. This is why I use damn special for these assholes. Motherfucker. Oh, hey, Wookiee Supremacy's home. Appreciate you being here. How was I think you said you were over a friend's house, right? How was it? Hopefully having a better time than I'm having here. Dog's gonna get him. Finally. I thought I was gonna throw it at him. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh wow, he just ate what the fuck I was doing for breakfast. No! Shit. Did not want to do that, obviously. No! I still got fucking killed. Fuck! Fuck. That was the worst case fucking scenario right there. fuck. Maybe this is my last run, just out of frustration. I'm pissed at that. Bitch ass slide. No. What? That was bullshit. He was just off screen. That shit still counted. Fuck you. Air went out over here. My friend's house was much cooler. Oh man, I'm sorry the air went out. That sucks. It's the worst. Glitches happen over here. Glitches for the bitches, it looks like. Oh jeez, now I just got maced. Like by an actual mace. Oh shit. This might be it, guys. I'm close to getting a free life. I'm gonna need. There you go. Oh shit. 99 inside the house. Holy smokes. Wookiee lives do matter. We don't want to lose you, man. That's heat stroke weather. I mean, I guess humans dealt with it way back when, but we're not them. Shit. These annoying phases to this level. Missed the motherfucker right in front of me. At least this level does give you quite a bit of health. Still rough. There goes this. Will I even make it? There go these motherfuckers. And I wasted my special for a life I didn't actually get because I got killed before I got to the health. I'm close to an extra life though. There you go, just got it. But will it mean anything? More of these fat motherfuckers, here they come. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Shit! Laughing at fat boy. Fuck you. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. It's Tupac line. Oh shit. More of these motherfuckers. I was trying to see what Wookiee was talking about. Shit. I don't think I'm gonna make it past this phase. Is this it? Thank God. Please be some help. Okay. Let's do another life point. I don't know what the next threshold is. 5,000. I don't think I'm gonna make it. 3,000. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm. Oh no, it's more people. It's getting racy over here. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see what Wiki's talking about. It says, not inside my house. I grew up in this shit, but we didn't keep it hot inside. This fucking blows big time. Plus side, all wear styles now. It's getting racy over here. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess, hey, just wear a towel. Just all you need to wear is a smile. Okay, here comes these motherfuckers. Fuck up. Shit. That sucked. It's not going to be the only boss, by the way. Eventually, I'll have to fight her and her brother at the same time. Oh, shit. She's doing moves and shit on me. Just like the white woman trying to keep the strong black man down. That's a joke, by the way. In case Islington girl watches the playback. Or any other white woman, by the way. It's a joke. I'm just handing out equal rights and lefts. Oh, shit. This bitch has a fucking sword. She's probably gonna kill me. Because I don't have enough lives. Shit. Can't trade 2s for 3s either. Ooh. Damn it, that's it. Fuck. What time we at? Okay, next one. This is the last run. I would hate to have to come back another time and beat this game for you guys, but that may be what I have to do because I do have work to do. Back up. I don't want that smoke. Pop Culture Republic has to duck out. No worries, it's late. Good luck. I appreciate the luck. You know, maybe watch the playback, see how I did. It's gonna be the last run either way. I'm about to duck out pretty soon myself. Hopefully, in triumphant victory after beating this game. We shall see. It doesn't look like it so far, but we gotta believe in comebacks. I gotta preserve. Here we go. Jesus. A pile driver for my trouble. He's smacking me. Let's just hate that shit. Yeah. Hey. Okay, we're in good shape. I think this is shaping up now to be our best run so far. Yeah. So far, so smooth. This could be This could be one. What's up? Fuck! Are you serious? Hey, rough girl. It's a co-op. You can do co-op on this game. Because actually, I did it the other day with T-Shirt and Story. I keep referencing it because he basically beat the game for me. Because we played. I did some of it, but I did most of it. I was there most of it. He was still the better player with Shiva than I was, which I think I had skate. And we beat the game. So this is the solo run. So I'm trying to beat it on solo mode. But it's not like a combat game where I can like fight you like Street Fighter. Not sure if you remember Streets of Rage from back in the 90s days. The fun game that was on the Genesis. They had a 1, 2, and 3. And this run is getting real sour by the hour. It looks like. Goodness, I don't know if I'm going to make it. This is going to be, unfortunately, the last run. Oh, man, he just caught that shit. It doesn't look like I'm going to make it. Shit. That's it. Fuck. Yeah, it's not like Tekken, which I need to get better at. But that's going to be it. I got to work in the morning. A little later in the morning because it's Central Time. And I'm still in the East. But still, I got to go to work. So it sucks that you joined us so late. So it's not like Tekken. Are you a Tekken player, by the way? Tekken 7, I got it for Steam. I got to get back into it. My controller situation, that's a little wonky because my PlayStation controller is not quite as synced up as it should be. That's neither here nor there. That is the end of this stream. I wish I could have beat the game for you guys tonight. We will have to do this another night. But I appreciate everyone who being here for a lot of chat. We had a lot of cool stuff to talk about. We talked about the Simulu attacking YouTubers thing. I probably was softer on him than everybody else was. He's still whiny motherfucker, no doubt. But I get having a chip on the shoulder. I get going to these eyes wide shut parties and being told that you ain't shit. And hey, the YouTubers that were attacked have to realize, hey, you are at a bigger status than you once were. You know what I mean? You are now somebody that these woke ass actors look at and say, oh my God, I gotta stick it to them. You have achieved that status because Gary in this video said, oh, we're just little YouTubers. Not anymore. Now we get the number one song the same week, number one song on Amazon, the top 20 song on iTunes, same week Kanye and Drake drop. Not when you're doing big things in Vegas. Not when you have 9,000 people every week. Not when Disney And Peanut Head as Bob Chapek is commissioning rewriting Ripley. You're not just normal guys. You've changed things forever. So yeah. And take it as a sign of respect. And Fireball, hell Fireball. I was actually just looking at you. I was about to message you on the Discord. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. I know it's late and you got here right at the end. But if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Well, if they start a fire, there will be smoke. I like that. There's definitely that. And Fireball Productions is here. He'll be back here tomorrow. Maybe, we think, with Comics Division. But yeah, please come back here tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, and I think 3 p.m. Pacific. Maybe a little later, maybe 3:15, maybe 3:20. We'll see. All right. Peace out. Good night. As one rough girl said, I will see everybody later.